Welcome to this Noble Talk Show. It's another beautiful day. And today we'll be talking on something great. Living life as a legacy. Today we will see or notice that people live life, I would say just for living's sake, but they don't live life as a legacy. People live life for the present and not for the future. Living life as a legacy, there are two forms of legacy. Legacy in the sense that you amass riches and wealth that is for you, probably for your future generation. But in this particular context, when I say live life as a legacy, it is the impact you create in the lives of people. So before we go deep down into living life as a legacy, I want us to understand what legacy it's all about. Legacy is something handed down from the past, typically referring to money, property, or valuable assets left in a will. But when we want to live life as a legacy, it goes beyond the things you hand down to people or hand down to your family. It goes beyond the wealth you amass. It goes beyond the riches, the certifications you have. Living life as a legacy is how much you impacted or how much you gave to those around you, meaning how you uplifted them from where they are. Living life as a legacy means intentionally shaping your daily actions, values, and decisions to positively impact future generations rather than just leaving behind material possessions. If you see today, people live their lives so that people will hail them and say, this is a rich man. He has this big house. He has so many cars. But what has this person left behind is the legacy that will be told of. How much impact did this person have in the lives of people around him? How much impact? Now, when I talk of the impact, it should be a positive impact. Because if you come in with a negative impact, that is a dangerous one. When you positively impact the society around you, you are living life as a legacy. Because you are making people see you as a role model. Because you're changing lives around you to a positive direction. So many people have lived life just for living's sake, even in their riches. Because they wanted to be gods over others. They were too selfish. They were power hungry. So much so that they caused fear wherever they went. If you are to live life as a legacy, then you must impact the people around you positively, so that when they look beyond just you, they see the influence you have in the society. Legacy, it's something we need to look into as individuals. You must not be super rich for you to impact people's lives positively. You must not be super rich for you to live life as a legacy. If you are that person that goes into any place and leave people with a smile, then you are living life as a legacy. If you are that person that goes into an environment and transform it from darkness to light, you are living life as a legacy. If you are that person that goes somewhere and see the hungry and feed them, you are living life as a legacy. If you are that person that goes into a society where there is trouble and brings in solution, you are living life as a legacy. You are living generational impact, focusing on how your values, traditions, and lessons will influence children, grandchildren, and others long after you've gone. That is you living life as a legacy. There are so many people that are self-centered and they become super selfish. So much so that they want everything good for themselves, but they don't want it for others. You are not living life as a legacy, because when you are gone, your story ends. People will not love to talk about you. Why? Because all you did was inflicting pain. There are so many people in power that when they go, people will not remember them for the things they did, because what they did was painful. There are people, just normal people, not super rich, but normal. But when they leave, they will not be remembered because they affected lives negatively. In this case, you are not living life as a legacy. What legacy do you want to leave behind? Because when we talk of legacy, we'll always remember the positive things. Will the generation after you remember you for the positive things you did or the negative things you did? Because if it is for the negative things, your history will probably end the day you die. When you begin to live life as a legacy, even in your presence, you will feel the impact of love towards you. Because what you radiate out there, it's love. Even when you are still present here on earth, people around you will love to talk about you because you are living life as a legacy. You should not be that person that when you enter a place, people go out various directions. But you should be that person when you come in, people want to fill that space because you are living life as a legacy. Living life as a legacy also has to do with integrity, the values you carry. When your values are positive, you will have people that will follow you because your values impact their lives. When your integrity speaks for itself, you are living life as a legacy. Because people will love to copy what you do. People will want to use you as a role model. Don't be a power, should that say, a power-hungry person. Because when you grab power, people around you bow. You are not living life as a legacy. But when you are in power, you are serving the people, the needs of the people. Then you are living life as a legacy. When we go to the Bible, we hear of a story of a woman called Tabitha. Some others will call him Dorcas. She lived life as a legacy. When she was present here on earth, she helped the widows. She sewed, made dresses for the widows. She gave them out. She was someone that did things out of her heart in order to impact the society positively. She lived life as a legacy while she was here on earth. People, the widows around, loved her for the things she does. Are you living life as a legacy? How much smile do you put in the faces of people? How much love do you share amongst those in need of love? Because the love you put in the lives of people transform their lives to a better life they live. When you show love, your love radiates and brings people closer. When you show love, you bring people out of the pit to a glorious place. When you share the little you have, you bring out the joy in people's lives. There is someone that is just in need of your hug. But because you are too selfish and greedy and too proud enough, you don't see the need to even give a hug. Because you are too rich and proud, you don't see the need to share. You are not living life as a legacy. All you do is throw pain. When you get into a place, trouble starts. You are not living life as a legacy. You, that rich man, what do you do to your community? You, that man in power, what are you doing to your community? Do you just use your power so that they bow to you and call you names and beg? Or do you see the needs of the people and you solve them even without them asking? If you are not positively impacting lives around you, you are not living life as a legacy. All you do as a rich man, you are amassing wealth without distributing wealth. You are not living life as a legacy. Dorcas lived life as a legacy. You can find this story in the book of Acts, chapter 9, verses 36, right up to the end. When Dorcas died, the people gathered, the widows came, and they looked for a solution because they realize that person that has been bringing joy to them is gone. And that gap has been created. And they sought for a man of God, Peter, if I'm not mistaken, to pray because they are missing someone that lived life as a legacy. Are you living life as a legacy? Or are you chasing after money? Are you suppressing the people? Are you just power hungry? Because when you are gone, your story will end. No one will remember you for the good, but they will remember you for the evil. Dorcas lived life as a legacy. That is why she was brought back to life. What a powerful story. What legacy are you living now? And what are you living when you're gone? Will people speak of you as a person that transformed their lives, or will they talk about the evil you did? This applies to people all over the world. From where I come from, I know of people that had power. They stayed in power for generations, but never impacted their society positively. All what they did, they used their power to suppress others while they amassed wealth for themselves in the name of, I want to be rich and powerful. For you to be rich and powerful means you have the responsibility to find solutions for those that are in need. Being rich and powerful does not mean you should cage people in poverty so that they look up to you as a god. Even in your normal stage, you are not rich and powerful. How are you affecting the lives of people around you? Will they see you as someone that brings peace? Or will they see you as someone that brings trouble? Will they see you as someone that brings love? Or will they see you as someone that carries hate? Will they see you as someone when you step in, light radiates? Or will they see you as someone that brings darkness and sadness? For you to live life as a legacy, you must be like Dorcas. Your values must portray a positive impact. Because those that live life as a legacy become role models for others to copy. When you become a role model, you are living life as a legacy. It is very imperative for everyone to understand that life is not all about your now and all about yourself. The impact you create in the society, it's very important, because even your generations to come will reap from the things you did today. There are people that were being helped because of what their fathers did. There are people that have been assisted because of what their parents did. So what legacy are you living? Are you living life as a legacy? Because when you live life as a legacy, you're shifting your focus from selfish pursuit to making a difference in the lives of others. So I urge each and every one of us to begin to reflect on the kind of life we are living. Because the life we live will not only be spoken of today, but it will be spoken of in the generations to come. And when you live life as a legacy, your generation will receive a positive feedback or positive relationship with people that lived under your legacy. So, friends, family, do not forget to like, share, subscribe, even drop comments about living life as a legacy. I'm hoping to read from you guys. Thank you for always being there, listening. Remain blessed. See you again. Shalom.